Hello.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
I am well. How old are you?
I'm 24.
Have you been on here before?
I have.
Okay. What do we got?
Okay. So my question is because you keep referring to the average woman, I wanted to get your take on what the average woman is to you. Like financially, education wise, job wise, all of that. What's an
What is
average
an average? What is an average? What is an average woman? What do you mean?
to
What it is to me? An average woman is an average looking woman. I think I've
okay,
been pretty clear. I've been pretty clear, but I'll explain again. I'll use you as an example. You're
okay.
24. Any
I am.
children?
No.
How tall are you?
I'm 5 foot.
5 foot. Dress size?
I wear a five.
A dress size 5.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
I weigh 145 pounds.
Okay. What is the average height for an American female?
Right now I think it's 5'4".
It's always been 5'4". 5'4" for the last 100 plus years. What is the average weight for an American female at 5'4"?
I don't know.
What's the average healthy weight?
I guess maybe my weight. I don't know, but I don't know.
See, that's the problem. See, these things have been told to you. You go to a doctor, they tell you the healthy weight. Are you a healthy weight?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Five
When I
foot
go to my
five.
doctor, I'm
Okay,
in really
okay.
good
Hold on.
weight.
See, hold on. Don't, no, 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 hold on. Let's just do this. Okay, 5'4",
Hmm.
5 foot, 5 feet. And you said you're 145 pounds.
Yes, I work out.
Uh-huh. I'm going to just
I
go
do. I
ahead and
work out 3 times
okay,
a week.
okay, okay. That's good. Uh, your BMI is 29.3. According to BMI, overweight is 25 to 29.9. You are point you are 0.6% away from obesity.
Kevin, do I look obese to you?
I don't see. Audience, I want you guys to understand. She asked me what is average. And
I
this is
did.
the problem. Women today think they can put what they effing feel in place of facts. You are short, 4 inches
I,
shorter, and you are 25 pounds heavier than a healthy weight.
okay.
At your height, you should be roughly about 105 pounds. According to the BMI, you are overweight. I don't care how it looks. I don't care if the fat fell where we like it. So that's one factor. So
Hmm.
automatically in our community, 80% of the women are overweight. That means what? Above average or below average?
Okay.
If you're overweight, are you above average or below average?
I, I'll be below average.
Right. So if 80% of our women are below average because of
Hmm.
their weight, then we go to their looks. What would you give yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair? You cannot use 7.
Um, I don't know. Maybe on a regular schmegular degular day, I'd say maybe a six.
Okay. I will give you a 6. And a 6 is cute. A 5 is average.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a cute woman, that's one step above average. Okay. Average means average. Look in your family history, and most people are average, right at the top of the bell curve. But if you take a cute woman
Mm-hmm.
who's overweight,
Mm-hmm.
that adjusts her SMV up or down.
Down.
Thank you. So that makes her average that makes as those two numbers, they kind of average out. You would be an average woman. And as about an average woman in this country, an average black woman, the average black man in this country earns $41,500 for a lifetime. No more, no less. No Herculean methods, no lottery, no businesses. That's what he's going to make. That's your husband.
But what if I have degrees?
Thank you. See, I want you guys to understand. She just asked me, and I told her, what is a woman has her SMV. Now, these women actually think because they can make themselves higher SMV because of a degree. That does not work. Men have never picked women based upon your degree. That is why you could be on fries at McDonald's, but if you look like Kelly Rowland, you can marry a millionaire. But you could graduate from Harvard, but if you look like Precious, you ain't got nothing coming. Why do you think a degree should matter to your sexual marketplace value?
I think it should add just because, I mean, if you're going based off of just appearances, then
I'm going based upon who men are. When have men ever said, look at that average looking woman, but goddamn, I bet you she got a degree. Ooh, that ain't who we, no, ma'am. No, breathe. You got to ask the customer, the men. And that just shows that you ladies don't understand what we are. That is who we are. We don't care about your degree until we care about how you look in your body. That's when it matters, after your SMV. So that's the question. Why worry about your degree? Why not bump your SMV up if you want a higher caliber husband? Uh-oh. So every other group of women does. They understand what the men want and they give the men what they want.
So when you
Lose
say that
weight.
you need, I'm sorry?
Dress size 4.
I could fit a dress size 4.
No, dress size 4, 110, 105 pounds. Dress size 4, 105, 110 pounds. Dress size 4. Because you got to have some room to grow. Because at 5 foot, you have 1, 2 kids, that's going to, every child, 30 to 50 pounds. You have 3 kids, your husband can expect a woman coming in close to 200 pounds after 3 kids. You got to have some room to grow. You're 150 pounds already. Pregnancy weight is 30 to 50 pounds. You got pregnant with 1 kid, you'll go up to 180 on the low end, 200 as the norm. You're not going to lose all that weight. Have another kid, another 30 to 50. Another kid, another 30 to 50. Even if you average that out, you're going to gain another 30 pounds in childbirth. That means you go from 150 to 180. 5 foot, 180 is almost 200 pounds. That is a large woman. But that is what you see wobbling around the Black community all the time. Below average SMV women. And do you see many wedding rings on those? Nope. And then you wonder why you see Becky and Mylene running and eating, drinking water and eating salads. But what you see on their finger.
So you think even
What you see on their finger.
A ring, I get that.
Yeah, but we need to say it because it makes it real.
Okay. So even with today's culture, with, people desiring and paying for more curvaceous curves, boob jobs, butt lifts, everything, you still think that men are desiring skinnier women instead of
How long have you watched my channel?
for some time?
And every time you see those ridiculously curvy women, they're unmarried.
Some are, some aren't.
No, they're not. They're mostly unmarried. I've already addressed this conversation. I addressed this on the Joe Budden podcast. I addressed this on Vlad TV, and I addressed this on Adam No Jumper. That's for fun. Men don't marry that. So how about this? You notice how every time I said what men are, instead of just saying, I'll go do that. And so why don't you accept this? Men aren't asking women to go get Brazilian butt lifts. We ain't asking for y'all to wear weave. We're not asking for y'all to having long acrylic nails and all these flippy eyelashes. Y'all are doing that for each other. We don't like that. We want them on good times. We want Pam Grier. That's what we want. But that ain't what you're giving men. Y'all don't, and what's proven, you don't really care what men want. And that's why you're not getting what men, you're not getting husbands. You're getting sex. And some of y'all get babies. But do you get the question? Do you understand what an average woman is?
Yeah, not you. You've answered my question to the T.
So if that's the case, and an average woman, and average people should get average people, above average people, or high level people.
Average people get average people.
Assortative mating. So why is it that most average women don't want average men?
Because it's a natural thing for people to want what they can't have. It's a
It's
natural
not. It's
desire.
not natural. It's not natural.
It's a natural desire.
No, it's not.
Like,
No,
like
it's not.
average...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not natural.
Okay.
It is not natural. Every other race of woman on here is black. White women are the next lowest group of married women. They're married at a 54 rate. And you look at an average looking white woman, you're like, ooh, even the women who are unattractive, you're like, ooh. But you look on her finger, you're like, she's married. You're like, who would marry her? You look at her husband, and they look like they match because they accept. But in our community, women want the men to look better than them. It's not natural. Black women are living an unnatural existence. You're living opposite to nature. You're living opposite to even the God you say you believe in creation. It's rather devilish, as a matter of fact.
I'm not agreeing to disagree.
I'm just saying, but if you just look at the outcomes, man, it's not a matter of black men either. It's not as though any other group of men are rushing to marry our women. Who is marrying black women?
I mean, mostly black men and a small population of other races, but mostly.
Okay. And if black women are married at a rate of 1 out of 4, and the next lowest group of women is married at a rate of 54%, that's almost double.
Yeah.
Do you see a problem there?
That is a problem.
And who is it on to fix it?
Black people.
You notice how she did that? Notice how she did that? She said it's on black people. So that means we're supposed to be in this to fix it with them, black men. Bull. It's not on black people to fix black women's problems. It's on black women.
Can I interject? I said black people because it's not just a woman's problem. If it's
Yes, it
man,
is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because I said,
on.
who's no? You can't. No. I said, who's rushing to marry black women? Meaning of any group of men. No one. So why is it black men's responsibility to fix you, to make you a white man's wife?
I hear you, Kevin. Let me get to my point. My point is
Go ahead.
that if black men are the ones that are, picking us to marry us, and they're the ones that are seeing these issues, it's not just starting when, she's of age to start dating and things like that. It goes to a woman's self-esteem, which usually rooted from her father. And there's
no. You're an adult. You're an adult and an individual. You're responsible for your choices.
That's
See,
true.
look at this, people. Understand something. I said, ma'am, which men are rushing to marry black women? And what you're trying to get me to say is that it's black men's responsibility to work with black women, handhold you, to make you marriageable for other men as well? No, ma'am. It is your responsibility at the bottom to make yourself viable to any group of men, black men included.
Okay, and then so who raises a black man?
Black women.
Okay, so therefore we are teaching
Who raises who? Who raises who?
Black women raise black men.
Black women raise the children.
I understand, but my point is black women raise black men. So black women set that tone and that standard for that black man of what they want and what they are looking for. A lot of black men. Man,
what are you trying to make? Okay, stop. Black women raise children. 80% of the children are born out of wedlock.
They raise black children.
Right. And black men aren't having a problem finding mates. Only black women. Y'all got the problem. See, you asked about average, and I gave it to you.
You did.
And every time I try to give you a solution, you want accountability to be on everybody else except the woman in the mirror.
No, I said it was black people. I didn't take the accountability away from black women.
Yes, that is. Saying black people means it's black men as well.
Mm-hmm.
That means it's taking accountability from the woman in the mirror.
Okay. It is a black woman's issue. It is.
So why do black men need to fix it? We're not even, first of all, we don't want y'all the way you are. We've been telling you all my life. Y'all ain't listening to what we say, so we just lift you to your own devices. And no one's taking you this way. The problem is black women lack accountability for their choices. You're a free person. You can make your choices, and you are free to win, you're free to lose, you're free to fail, or free to succeed. Yet what you're doing is not working with any group of men. No group of men is rushing to say, ooh, I need to get a black woman. But black men, even being at the bottom socioeconomically, well, above Hispanic men, black boys reading at the 4th grade level, black men aren't doing well, but they're the second most desired male on the planet behind white men.
And why do you think that is?
Because we got our together. Okay. We're desired, like it or not. Here's the thing, seriously though, because we understand our real place. The world tells black men, you ain't good enough where you got to work. You haven't been told you got to work. You've been told you're a queen, you're good, you ain't got to do nothing. To where, honestly, ma'am, I want you to find me many 5 feet tall Chinese women who weigh as much as you do.
That's a different culture. They don't.
No, it's not. It's a different culture. But I want you to go back in your family album to the 1910s, and I want you to find me women who weighed as much as you do at your height. We don't weigh this much. You can go to Soul Train in 1970 and see what y'all used to look like.
I don't look my weight, but I understand what you're saying.
You can't make it up. See, this is what Shahrazad Ali has been saying. Black women have been shielded from the consequences, accountability, and everything else. It's a different culture. It's this and that. Your body is not meant to be your weight at your height. That's why you are fat where you shouldn't be. This is the only time in history where the poor people weigh more than the rich people.
Wait, you were saying fat in general, or were you directing that towards my weight?
I'm talking about in general.
Okay.
In general, but even at you, 5 feet, ma'am, you're not supposed to be 150 pounds. You're not.
I work
you
out.
weigh more than you weigh more than a man at your height, and that is one of the biggest problems in our community. If you take the average black woman and if you put a black man next to her side by side, the average black woman at her height weighs more than the black man at his height. Meaning a 5'4" black man and a 5'4" black woman, most women are going to weigh more. You live in Texas. Go to the mall and look at all the number 10 couples you see, where the man is like this and a woman is like this. You see it all the time. I know I do. And why is it? Because y'all don't know that y'all need to drink water, cut back on the sugar, fat, and salt, work out. Y'all haven't heard this. Just don't. It's like, well, somebody somewhere will take it. And ain't nobody nowhere taking it because somebody's having sex with women. But the bottom line is this. If we are keeping score by marriages, right? The one thing that we can keep score by, arguably black women are at the bottom. That's marrying anybody. 1 in 4 will marry. That's a crisis. That's a crisis.
That is.
But who is it? But again, who is it? Who does it fall upon to fix it if the next lowest group of women is married at a rate of 54%, almost twice as much? Who's it fall upon?
It falls upon black women.
Right. So why don't you go ask white women what to do, or Hispanic women what to do, or Asian women what to do? Because apparently they seem to know how to do something. Typically, if you're not doing something right and somebody's making better grade, if somebody's making better grades than you are, you go ask them how to do it.
But they copying us. They copying black women. They get
where?
They get their nails done. They get butt lifts, want bigger breasts, bigger lips.
Okay, let's run with that. Then if that's the case, why are they more married than y'all?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because they ain't copying y'all.
You don't think so?
Not this. They may be copying a look, but the software is different. The femininity, the attitude, the accountability, the desiring to please your men, cater to your men, submit. I just said, go ask the women who are doing better than you, and first thing you said, That's why y'all. No, listen to my point. The first time I said, go to the women who are getting a better outcome, and you said no. They are checking for us, and that's why y'all are dying alone.
So, is it really what you call it? SV? So what you call it?
SMV?
Is it really an SMV or is it an attitude adjustment?
No, both. Your SMV, men are visual. Your sexual marketplace value is the thing that we look at first. And then after we like that, then we'll see if we want to tolerate you longer than a night. See, what black women are doing right now will get you a lot of sex. Y'all got no problem becoming hot girl summer and you know, hooking up and swiping left. What you got problems with is long-term relationships. And that's a matter of who you are after the bedroom.
That's true.
So why don't you go ask the women who can keep men? Why don't you go ask the women who can get husbands? Because if it's not in our community, you go to the people who making better grades, right? If you're in your school or your group and everybody's failing and right over there, they're passing or doing twice as good, do you keep going to people over here or do you go and ask people who are doing better?
The reasonable thing would be to go ask somebody who's doing better.
Why do you need to put the modifier there?
Because I have my own opinion. I hear what you're saying, but I hear
and that's my point. And folks, I just want you to understand. That's why I want my critics and detractors to understand it's not a matter of information. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right is the primary motivating factor for most black women. They need to be right in our way. So it doesn't matter if you can point them to what's right and what's better. I'm going to be all right doing it my way. That's why I'm going to wait for Jesus or God or somebody else.
Kevin, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that I will agree to disagree. We have a different.
No, there's no agree to disagree. But here's the problem. Black women are failing at getting husbands.
That is.
So there's no agree to disagree. There's no agree to disagree. You're dying alone. There's no agree to disagree. That is an attitude that you can't afford to have. How can you afford to agree to disagree unless you can get a better outcome? Let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you. Do you want to be married?
I will be married one day, yes.
Okay. You want children?
I'm 24 years old, so I haven't decided.
Well, 24 years old, have to do anything.
I'm still young and living my life. I don't.
Guys, I swear to God, I did not pay her. I did not pay her. I cannot. This is the problem. They think their 20s are for them. She thinks she's been programmed to think my 20s are for me. So at late 20s and 30s, then I'll decide whether or not I want to have kids, and it's too late by that time.
As of right now, I don't want kids right now. But when I'm older, I would like to have a family.
Older? How much older?
Once I finish my master's, so maybe 26, 27.
26, 27. That's 2 years away.
That's fine.
All right. And you want to be married. Are you being actively vetted by a man of value to be his wife?
I have
prospects. Are you being actively vetted by a man of value to be his wife?
Yes.
Are you in a relationship right now?
No, I'm not.
Then you're not actively being vetted by a man of value to be his wife.
When you, okay.
Stop the cap. They can't deal with reality. You saw that going off the rails. I'm too young. I'm too this. I'm too that. If you think like that, young lady, stop. I'll go get my master's. I'm too young to be worried about kids. After my master's, when is that? 2 years? You want to be married? One day. Are you actively being vetted by a man of value to be his wife? Yeah, I am. Are you in a relationship? No. You do realize that we can see you lying, right? Just lying. And wonder, well, it's on the black man to help us fix. The black man can't fix that. No, 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 no. Oh, my. Yeah, mama. It's our job to fix that, guys. Didn't you know? Black man, it is your job to go talk to a woman who don't even value your opinion and don't even care what you want right now. Don't even care what you want right now, but it's your job to go make sure that she can get her stuff together so she can be somebody else's wife one day. You can't make this shit up, folks. You cannot make this shit up. When I get my PhD or my master's, when I get my master's, boy, howdy. If master's degrees was husbands, if a master's degree was a husband and a life, some of y'all would be the when I get my master's. I'm a PhD. When I get my master's.